The news is out. EA is shutting down the infamous Origin launcher this April 2025. For some, this feels like a mercy kill. For others, it's a messy breakup with a toxic ex.
Like, okay, she's in my house.
Either way, good or bad, this is big news. And if you're anything like me, you're probably wondering, what does this mean for the games we own? Let's unpack the drama, dig into what went wrong, and of course, look at how this change impacts us, the players. Back in 2011, EA launched Origin to great fanfare, or at least they tried. It was their bold attempt to compete with Steam, promising a sleek platform where you could manage all your EA games. But if you were a PC gamer back then, you might remember the collective groan when EA pulled the beloved titles like Mass Effect and Dragon Age off of Steam to make them Origin exclusives. Yeah, that wasn't great. Let's be real here. Origin was a pain in the ass. With its sluggish interface and the random crashes that came out of nowhere, it didn't exactly win our hearts. Oh, and let's not forget the mandatory updates that always seem to pop out right when you were ready to play the game. Origin wasn't a platform. It was a chore, a nuisance, and a thorn on your side. So why are we even talking about this? Because despite its flaws, Origin became our chore. It was familiar, and gamers are creatures of habit. Now, with EA pulling the plug, we're left wondering if this is an upgrade or just another sneaky, meticulous corporate cash grab.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
In 2022, the EA app rolled out. Think of it as a cool cousin who always has the newest gadgets and actually knows how to use them. The EA app promised faster load times and a user-friendly interface, and most importantly, fewer headaches. And to be fair, the EA app is an improvement. It's not perfect, nothing is, but it's more intuitive, less crash prone, and generally feels like it belongs in the 2020s. The catch? The EA app has dropped support for 32-bit systems. For those of you still rocking older hardware, this is where the heartbreak begins. If your PC can't handle the 64-bit upgrade, you're essentially locked out of your own games. Imagine being told your library of Battlefield, Sims, and FIFA titles now incompatible because you didn't get with the times. Now let's talk about the pigeon on the couch. What happens to your games? For most of us on newer systems, the transition to the EA app should be smooth. All your games, progress, and DLCs will carry over without much of a hassle. But for gamers with older setups, this could mean losing access to hundreds of dollars worth of content, or being forced to upgrade hardware when you weren't planning to replace it anytime soon. But to be honest, you should be upgrading.
Upgrades, people, upgrades!
How is it that you can't handle 64 bits nowadays in 2025? Is it 2025? Holy shit, it's 2025. And then there's the bigger question of trust. EA isn't exactly known for being the most consumer-friendly company. Remember the loot box controversy, or the time they charged us for a DLC that was basically already in the game? Yeah, EA doesn't exactly scream honest company. It's mostly screaming money. The shutdown also raises concerns about digital ownership, with games increasingly tied to specific platforms. We're reminded just how fragile our digital libraries are. Just a friendly reminder, if you don't have a physical copy of a game, you can lose your right to play it at any time the company chooses to go under. Just putting it out there. What's to stop another major publisher from pulling the plug on their launcher and leaving us scrambling to save our games? The silver lining here is that EA games are back on Steam. If you've been avoiding Origin entirely, this might actually work in your favor. For all the drama, there's a potential upside here. By focusing on a single platform, EA might actually deliver a better experience for players. Fewer resources wasted on maintaining a clunky older launcher means more time to improve the new one. Or so we hope. Plus, with competition heating up in the gaming world, EA can't afford to drop the ball. Platforms like Steam, Epic Games, and even Microsoft's Game Pass are setting new standards. And gamers have more choices than ever. If EA wants to stay relevant, they need to step up their game. We can all agree that Origin was never perfect. In fact, it was rarely even good. But it was ours, and its shutdown marks the end of an era. The move to the EA app is a reminder that nothing in the gaming world is permanent, except for our backlog of unplayed titles. So let's pour one out for Origin.
No, don't waste it.
It's been a part of our gaming lives for over a decade. And as we move forward, let's hope EA has learned from its past missteps. After all, if there's one thing that gamers can agree on, it's this. We'll put up with a lot. A lot. Yeah, a lot. But don't mess with our games. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more gaming news, reviews, and the occasional rant. Until next time. Yeah, see ya.